run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip this.
Wet.
Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell 'em run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip this.
Wet.
Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no.
YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Pablo Nelson here, coming at you with another video.
Media Mogul P, co-host this video.
Yes, I brought Media Mogul P back, and you know when he here, it's a big discussion. We representing hip hop in this episode. You know, he's the flashy. He give you the Diddy vibes. I'm coming from the Didnt era. Shout out to Mob D. I had to put the fatigues on. You know what I mean? So this the 90s hip hop.
90s hip hop.
That's what we giving you. So we know a lot of people want to talk about the top 5 list, who's the favorite rappers and all of that, who's the best MCs. Me and my brother had this discussion yesterday, and we want to talk to you a little bit about this. Now, we're gonna break it down. This is so big that it can't be thrown into one video. So this is something that we're gonna have to come back to and revisit, because we have a lot of hip hop history. Okay, a lot of magazines, a lot of newspaper clippings, a lot of stickers, big hip hop heads. So we're going to set it off. And I think what we were talking about yesterday was who's the best MC? Okay? Let's get into it, bro.
Alright, who's the best MC? My opinion for the number one MC.
You know what? Let's
Back up.
let's go in reverse.
Alright, let's go.
I don't want to give them the number one first,
wanna go
because
number
they gonna see who we think number one and just turn the video off.
Got you. So we're going to go to top 5. So, you know, after much thought and consideration, my top 5, my 5th MC, I would have to go with, is going to be a dice roller. Going to be a real controversial pick for my 5th MC. My 5th MC is going to be Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is going to be my 5th MC. Now, you may say, why do I pick Snoop Dogg for my 5th MC, given the rich history of West Coast hip hop? I'm going to tell you why. Snoop Dogg's debut album, Doggy Style, sold over 800,000 copies first week. Snoop Dogg is still relevant in 2021. A bona fide hip hop star, a movie star. Hell, he's commentating the Olympics right now as we speak. So Snoop Dogg is definitely on Mount Rushmore of hip hop, and I'll call him my 5th best MC of all time. Take it away. Who's your number 5, brother?
My number 5, and this is tough because this is totally off the top for me. I didn't think about this. Don't hold this against me. I hardly think about the number 5, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say Cool G Rap. I'm going to Cool G Rap. I'm putting Cool G Rap in my top 5.
That's a good one.
A lot of people, if you're not into Cool G Rap, listen to Cool G Rap. In my opinion, Cool G Rap, in a way, started the gangster rap. Of course, the West Coast made it popular, but before it was the West Coast, in my opinion, it was Cool G Rap, okay? This guy's a legend. The Fast Life, you'll never hear a song like that.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. The Fast Life. Listen to the song if you never heard that song.
The Fast Life. You got
4, 5, 6.
The one with the mob. You know, I got a job with the mob making G's, doing some pickup deliveries, transporting keys. That's a classic. I forget the name of that song, but that's a classic. The 4, 5, 6 album, classic. Check out Kool G Rap, people. You know, and then, you know, I'm talking about Kool G Rap. You know, some people say you gotta throw KRS-One in there. Like, you know, this top 5 thing is tough, but we're gonna keep it how we keep it. Again, this is just our opinion. You know, so we're gonna ride with that. Who's your top 4, brother? Who's number 4?
Number 4. I gotta say, I don't really give this 4th slot a lot of thought. But I want to have my number 4. I'm also going with West Coast. No, I'm going to have to throw that in there. I'm going to have to do a change of last minute. I'm going down south. Scarface. Scarface is my number 4. Scarface is a legend. He never dropped a bad project. Rap-A-Lot Records is a legendary label. We'll get in that on another video about how legendary Jay Prince is. But Scarface as a soloist, as an MC, Mom Playing Tricks on Me, 1994. The Diary is a classic album. He is, again, a person who never had a bad song, in my opinion. I would say Scarface is going to be my number 4. I really don't have much to say. Smile is an instant classic. With the late great Tupac Shakur. If you're a real hip hop head, you know Face. So Face is my number 4.
Now, I probably was gonna go Scarface too. So because you picked Face, I'm gonna pick another number 4. Like I said, Face would have been my 4th one. So this is totally off the top. Boy, number 4. Number 4.
On the clock, brother.
This is tough, y'all. This is tough. Number 4. Man, there's so many. Number 4. No, it's hard who you want to get at slot 2. I'll take it to Philadelphia. I'm going to say Beanie Siegel. I'm going to throw Beans up in there. Early Beans. You know, he was good. In my opinion, had a lot of good classics. The freestyles, the Cosmic Kev mixtape.
Classic.
That set the city on fire when Beans dropped. Beanie Siegel really set it off. You know, lyrically. You know, he going toe-to-toe with Jay. And he held his own.
That's not a bad number.
Okay, so I would give it to Beanie Siegel, the old Beanie Siegel. Number 3.
My number 3 goes to none other than Roc Nation's chairman, CEO, Jay-Z. Now, a lot of people may say this is a controversial. Why is Jay-Z number 3? Well, I'm going to tell you why Jay-Z's number 3. Jay-Z is a very skilled lyricist. The way he has able to do to transcend hip-hop is nothing short of amazing. You can't argue his business acumen in certain areas, and you definitely can't mess with his classic music. So I'm just going to keep it with his music. Reasonable Doubt classic. My brother here, he was the one who really knew Jay-Z was going to be a legend back in '94. Jay-Z is somebody that we could relate to. My brother was one of the first who had TVs in his headrest back in the early '90s. My brother was wearing Versace's. I was on the younger side. So growing up, Jay-Z was somebody that reminded me of my brother, and that was the life that we was living. As far as the flashiness, the Versace's, the Moschino, the lifestyle, the Coogee, the raps,
Pele
jackets, and what he has been able to do now, being in his 50s, still relevant, still got good raps, still got good bars, and he's been able to do this consistently and just break records. And his albums, even though he's an interesting one for me because he didn't cross over. He brought mainstream to him. And that's important because Jay-Z never made a crossover record. But he brought mainstream to him. And when you're able to do something like that, that is nothing short of sheer will and sheer greatness as an artist to bring folks into your world. Because a lot of folks, a lot of rappers have a hard time doing that. They have a hard time. They want to make that crossover hit. Jay-Z never did that. You know, he did things honorable. He let his audience come to him. And when after he made that Hard Knock Life that sold 5 million, he took it to the moon and never went back. And he also is responsible for a lot of different careers. But we're going to go into that on another video. But just top 5 lyricists of all time, I got to give it to Jigga Man.
I agree. I would give it to Jay too. Now, I know it's going to be controversial. We're putting the God MC at number 3. But you know what? That's what it is. Okay? Jay-Z, number 3. Number 2 might shock some people.
My number
Give it to
2.
him.
My number 2 is going to be the notorious B.I.G. The notorious B.I.G. Again, we are hip-hop aficionados. Nobody's a bigger fan than us. You know, first of all, rest in peace to B.I.G. My brother showing you when he was on the cover of The Source. You know, this is back in 1997 with B.I.G.
This is history, y'all.
This is hip-hop history.
We told you.
We go back. We go back with rap from the beginning. Brother, show him the legendary sticker that was on his Suburban when he passed away. And this was on his legendary Suburban.
This is listen, y'all.
I don't even think Puff Daddy got that. Sean Combs, if you want this, like and subscribe, get in the comments. That's bad boy history.
You see this, y'all? Thank Big, March 25th, 1997. And this isn't something that we ran out and got made. This is from 1997.
The radio station.
This is the real deal. This is the back of it. This is the back of it. I'll hold it up so you guys can read it. This is the real deal. Never been stuck on anything.
And we're going to show you, sadly, where it was when the Notorious One passed away in Los Angeles, California.
If you look at the tire, the truck tire, you see the Thank Big sticker right there.
So, I mean...
All right, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
And you know what? Upon shooting this video, I just learned a few days ago that Mr. Bristol from Junior Mafia had also passed.
Rest in peace, Bristol.
We want to say rest in peace to Bristol, the whole Junior Mafia family.
We're sending our condolences to the whole JM family.
Sending our condolences.
Back on a lighter note, we would say B.I.G. I would say is number 3 because even though we all know B.I.G. Big was a talented lyricist from the jump, from the gate, a lot of credit is overlooked, but a lot of credit gotta go to Sean Puffy Combs. And the reason why I give Puff needs a lot of credit because Puff brought the lifestyle, the image, the dress. He brought that element to B.I.G., which made B.I.G. one of the best lyricists he was. Because without Puff picking the singles, without him executive producing, without his eye for talent, without his way of building and putting things together, B.I.G., this wasn't the B.I.G. that we would have known. That's all Puff Daddy style. So I know Puff Daddy don't get a lot of credit on the rap side, but you got to give Puff Daddy his credit on the business side because he's one of the top businessmen, not of hip-hop, but of business, period. So, you know, shout out to Puff Daddy, whole bad boy, and B.I.G. is my number 2, greatest of all time.
And you know, the pick off off my brother what he said. I don't know if he touched on this, but the reason why we put Biggie at number 2 is because, he just said it. Puff molded Big,
Yes.
and gave him the style to take him to the next level, to take him mainstream. Okay,
And that's important.
So without him being able to, transcend genres and be mainstream, Big wouldn't even be in the conversation. He was nice, but you put the total package together, it's a go. But the reason why he's not number 1 on our list is because Puff had to get him right. You know what I mean? Shout out to Puff Daddy.
Shout out to Puff.
And this is what y'all all been waiting for.
Who's the number 1? Who's the number 1? Who's the number 1? And I'm going to tell you who's the number 1. Nas. Mr. Nasir Jones is my number 1 greatest of MC of all time. Our number 1. And I'm going to tell you why. At least I'm going to give my perspective, and my brother going to give her some perspective on Nas. Nas was the best MC, and he had great talent, and he had great style. He had star quality from the gate. Illmatic was done when he was 20 years old, recorded when he was 19. Nas have never dropped a bad album. Nas has been Nas from day one. It is hard to have that level of consistency from the gate to now, which shows that Nas didn't have any outside influences. He didn't have no big executive producers. He had nobody telling him how to dress. He had nobody telling him how to have his style. Nas has just been cool from the gate the way he is now. And shout out to Nas for his 2019 album King Disease that got him his first Grammy. He should have about 10 Grammys by now, but I'm glad he got his first. And after this video drop, I believe August 6th, and we're not getting paid by Nas or Massive Bill Records, but King Disease is 2 is coming out, and I'm waiting for that one. So, I mean, Nas is our number 1. Brother, get up and tell him why Nas is your number 1.
Well, everything you just mentioned. Nas didn't have any outside influence. Nas was Nas from the get-go. I remember when Nas first came out, and the lyrics was just on another level. The lyrics, then when you seen the videos, the visuals, everything was on point with Nas. It wasn't no goofy stuff. It wasn't no funny clothes. Nas was just a regular guy. He dressed like one of us. The Carhartt jackets, the gold chain. Everybody had a gold chain. Medallion if you really had money. But everybody at least had a gold chain. The Timbs, everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Nas was that guy.
And I'm also bringing back, to piggyback off a little bit, that was Illmatic. Now, a lot of MCs, when they get to their second album, they don't know what to do. What did Nas do when it was written? He turned into Nas Escobar. He took it up a notch. He gave you the silk shirts. He gave you that iconic QB medallion. He gave you the tilted fedora. He introduced a lifestyle where that everybody wanted to aspire to be as a young man coming up. And if you like hip-hop and just life in general, he gave you that. He gave you classics on that album like Street Dreams, which I still listen to till this day. And
it's timeless hits.
It's timeless hits.
Timeless hits, and that's what we, I don't want to sound like the old guy in the room, but a lot of our music we used to listen to back in the day, you can still listen to today. You see what I'm saying? The music really meant something. It wasn't no popping pills, I'm on drugs, blah, 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 I'm just mumbling. It really had content to it. It really had meaning to it. And you could vibe out to that today.
Absolutely. And that's what the top 5, and again, this is This list is revolving because there's other artists that could have been in the top 5.
Yeah, we're going to definitely come back.
We're going to revisit this topic because, like I said, it's a revolving door. You got your Ice Cubes. To me, you got your Slick Ricks. You got your KRS Ones.
Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. You got your new rappers.
R.I.P. to Biz Markie.
R.I.P. Biz Markie.
KRS-One.
You got your new rappers that could be put in that category. Your Little Wayne.
You know, we're gonna
break it down.
We're gonna bring it down to the newer guys.
We're gonna break it down.
And we also going to do the top 5 groups. You know
entrepreneurs,
what I mean?
hip hop entrepreneurs, the ones who brought the money to this business, because the business, to me, is always overlooked. But you know, I don't mean to jump all on my brother's channel, but
That's
to me, on my channel, I'm going to talk a lot about business. So that's something that I'm passionate about, and we definitely want to talk about the top 5 hip hop entrepreneurs. And like I said, this is a revolving list that always changes. But
you know
I was just
what?
glad to.
I'm gonna show y'all something. R.I.P. Biz Markie. Look at this magazine, y'all. You see Biz right there.
Nobody beats the Biz.
I don't even know how we ended up with this magazine. This magazine is like a foot long.
And turn it on the back.
Okay.
The iconic back.
The iconic. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Eazy-E. You know what I mean? Like, we serious with this, y'all. And you know what? We got probably definitely a couple hundred Source magazines. Murder Dog. What you know about Murder Dog? Yeah, Vibe magazines. All that. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to touch into that. We're going to do the top 5 artists that come out the South. We're going to move around with it. Because there's a lot to cover with this. But, hey, you see the intro. Now you see the album. That's the top 5, people. That's the number 5. That's us with that's me with the number 5. Media Mogul P has his own pick with the number 5. You know, but that's me. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. And also, this episode of Pablo Nelson was sponsored by Gifted Clothing. All right. Shout out to my man Tone over there at Gifted Clothing for the merch. We appreciate you. Follow his page on Instagram, y'all. His page is Gifted Clothing as well. All right. Matter of fact, it will be in the description below. Make sure you follow his Instagram. Make sure you follow Media Mogul P's Instagram. Media_Mogul P Instagram. This is Tone's page. Is Gifted Clothing LLC _. Follow that, support this good brother doing positive things in the community. And matter of fact, he also is giving back to the community. So make sure you check him out, support his merch, because unlike most of these people that just take, he gives back. You know, last week he had a big cash giveaway, and you might want to subscribe. Maybe he'll bless you. But definitely shout out to Gifted Clothing. Subscribe to Media Mogul P. That's Media_Mogul P. And subscribe to my Instagram, Las Vegas _landlord. All right. Subscribe to all of those, y'all. Thank you for supporting the channel. Media Mogul P YouTube channel is coming real soon. A lot of exclusive content, buying homes and getting healthy and financial literacy, telling you how to make those money moves. So you definitely want to check that out. Thanks for checking us out. Peace.